What is collaboration by design, and how can its practice save development time, reduce technical debt, and best position you and your users for success in the age of generative AI and distributed hybrid work? No matter the business or the role, getting collaboration right gives you and your team the best chances for success. Effective collaboration doesn't happen by chance. It happens by design. How does Microsoft 365 Copilot fit in? This week at Build, you're going to learn about its potential in not only changing the way we work, but the very nature of work itself. And because it's extensible, that means it offers a powerful means to bring generative AI into what you build and how you build it. And best of all, your existing Microsoft skills and software give you a head start. As transformative as AI will be, and as disruptive as the past few years have been, research shows that we have a lot of work to do to keep pace. Recent Forrester research showed that on average, 40% of our day is spent preparing for what we consider our primary work or cleaning up afterwards. In fact, the research showed that the poorest performing 20% spent barely 30% of their time actually doing their work. 9 out of 10 in the survey identified apps as the major impediment. And that's actually good news. It means that this drag on work is not a fixed tax. We can fix it. Our mission is to attack inefficiency, amplify innovation and productivity, while, of course, avoiding technical debt. And spoiler alert, AI, in particular generative AI in the form of Microsoft 365 Copilot, can accomplish all three of these things at the same time. Many of you may be familiar with the notion of value-sensitive design. It's a foundation of both security by design and responsible AI, for example, and like security by design and responsible AI, collaboration operates inside a multi-dimensional design space and inevitably bumps up against other design pillars like security and privacy, for example. But for our purposes, and because we're just getting started, those collisions offer us a hack to better identify and prioritize the opportunities to have the highest impact. And the payoff is the final stage, translating those requirements into a technical design. For collaboration, the winning technical design comes with native support for multi-channel communication, data sharing, and security, freeing you, the developer, to focus on the needs of your business and your users. Design space. Simply put, it is the set of all possible design options for a particular product, system, or service. That includes features and their social, ethical, and environmental implications, meaning we need to build a product that functions well and upholds our values like privacy, accessibility, and fairness. These issues are especially important as we infuse AI into all aspects of our work. For today's PowerPoint, let me simplify and say that the collaboration design space has three pillars: communication, coordination, and trust. But what makes collaborative solutions so interesting is the same thing that makes them so tough to do well. The collaboration design space is vast, and it can be especially vexing when viewed through the narrow lens of a single application, rather than a team of users who move across and between apps in the flow of their work. This is in large part because the collaborative design space spans conventional notions of application boundaries, is scoped by user and organizational values, can be counted on to be dynamic and fluid, and also has a direct impact on security, quality, and privacy. And something that does not always seem obvious without this kind of an approach, collaboration actually occupies almost the identical space as security. What at first may appear to be an obstacle is actually a shortcut, a hack. Your organization has almost certainly invested in building out a segregation of duties matrix in one form or another. Use that work to identify hotspots for collaboration by design, or, instead of segregation of duties, integration of duties. Security and collaboration share the same design space. It's the values and outcomes that are different. Think about it. What is collusion but collaboration by bad actors? What is zero trust but the deliberate wiping of context? Okay, here's an oversimplified workflow. What it does is capitalize and reuse all of the time spent distributing workflows across multiple roles based on risk and values to identify your organization's most important and persistent collaboration scenarios. Highlighting payroll, the first matrix shows roles that must be distributed, that can never be consolidated, a segregation of duties. The second matrix shows the dependencies that payroll has that, because of the segregation rules, will never consolidate. This is where improved collaboration will have the greatest operational impact on your organization, and where no matter how magical AI may become, it will almost certainly not be able to change. There's not enough time here to do the Microsoft Copilot system justice. I'm not sure the entire week at Build will do the trick, but now it's time to show how the combination of a world-class LLM paired with the scale and reliability of the Microsoft Graph and the productivity of Microsoft apps, not to mention the existing user base and their preferences, to address all three of our objectives: attack inefficiency, amplify innovation and productivity, while of course avoiding technical debt. This is a crazy slide. The scenarios and mapping of Microsoft 365 Copilot to the requirements inside the collaborative design space feel endless, but every dimension of communication, coordination, and trust can be materially advanced with Microsoft 365 Copilot applications. But where do you, developers, fit in? Where we always do, bridging the last mile, connecting to the actual needs and wants of users. And Microsoft 365 Copilot is extensible. Using OpenAI standards or ChatGPT plugins will now just work. But what is also really exciting is that all of your current message extensions and any you're going to write will also work. And the same goes for Power Platform connectors. On day one, you can have a robust, full catalog of plugins available, and you'll be able to take what you know and the toolings you prefer and get right to work. Plugins will let you integrate with other commercial apps and internally developed apps as well that are baked into your operations. Plugins can bring in domain-specific knowledge sitting outside of the Microsoft Graph. And they can also add specialized workflow automation, such as sending notifications, generating reports, or managing content updates, and even perform precision calculations and fetch real-time data. Now, there will be pointers to workshops and breakout sessions on how to easily build plugins, but perhaps as a motivator and as an indicator of the momentum that is already building, let me revisit that dense list of AI-fueled collaborative scenarios we looked at earlier. But this time, I'll overlay a few of our partners that have already begun building and will soon be shipping solutions that map directly to this list. Now, I'm sure you see some familiar and popular ISVs, and what's interesting to me is how, even at this early stage as a group, they are covering the different dimensions of the collaborative design space. Picking one to double-click on, Decisions, is working on meeting scheduling and creation. They're using generative AI to generate agenda items, find time slots based on the availability of attendees, and it'll even suggest a duration based on the topics, and then use Graph to suggest relevant files to attach. Now, this is a perfect example of how a user can move from thinking in terms of the many steps of a task and focus on the results instead. Schedule a meeting with the right folks on a given topic. Done. So to summarize, no matter the business or the role, getting collaboration right gives you and your team the best chance for success. And effective, productive, and durable collaboration solutions won't happen by chance. They happen by design. And Microsoft 365 Copilot offers a powerful and extensible means to bring generative AI into what you build, and last but not least, your existing Microsoft skills and software will give you a head start. So please follow up on these resources, and if you see me at Build, grab me and say hi. I'd love to learn more about the challenges and opportunities you see in this very, very exciting time. Thank you.